Continuing with the Keset Sofer, Siman Beis, Halacha Daled, says the Keset, Sefer Torah, Tefillin, and Mezuzos, Chalukos B'Kedushasan, that the Sefer Torah and Tefillin and Mezuzah, they have a division with their level of holiness. That the Kedusha of the Sefer Torah, the holiness of the Sefer Torah, is greater than the Kedusha of the Tefillin, and the Kedusha of Tefillin is greater than the Kedusha of the Mezuzah scroll. And therefore, the Lishma, the intent that's required for a Kedusha Kala, for a lesser holiness, i.e. for Mezuzah, and then Tefillin is higher than Mezuzah, than Torah scroll, which is the highest, is not going to be considered like you've done something Lishma for a more stringent holiness. So therefore, for example, if you make the parchment, process it for the purpose of Tefillin, it's not going to be kosher to write a Torah scroll on it. However, for a lesser mitzvah, it would be okay. So therefore, if you made it for the tefillin, it'll be okay to write the mezuzah on it. And there are some who say that it's going to be considered a greater lishma, meaning to say that the intent for a higher, for a more severe holiness, like a Torah scroll, and then a tefillin, is going to be greater than the lishma of a kedusha kala, of a lesser holiness. However, there are some who argue with this, says the Keset, and say that all the holiness needs to be specifically for that specific one. And then there are others who also say that since we have the concern that you're not allowed to go down in the level of holiness from a higher holiness to a lower holiness, and even if you do it through a conditional stipulation, therefore, says the Keset, the best thing in the world is the mufchar, the best approach is to do each processing of each level of parchment for whatever task you're using it to be as specific as possible. If the parchment that you're making for the Torah scroll, do that specifically for the holiness of Sefer Torah. And the ones for Tefillin, do it for Tefillin. And for Mezuzah, do it for Mezuzah. However, if it's impossible to do that, then under extenuating circumstances, you can rely upon those who say that it's sufficient if you say at the beginning of the process, I'm doing this for the purpose of making parchment for a Torah scroll, and for Tefillin, and for Mezuzah, and also for the leather, for the batim, for the housing compartments of the Tefillin. Or you should say, using a conditional clause, these skins I'm making for the purpose of the sanctity of the Torah scroll, and I'm making a stipulation that if I want to change it for Tefillin or Mezuzah, or for the Tefillin compartments of the batim, then I'll have the permission. And that under extenuating circumstances, you'd be able to do that.